South Park is an eclectic enclave of hip shops and restaurants that are setting the trends for its surrounding neighborhoods to follow. One of the must-try restaurants in this neighborhood, as named by TripAdvisor and CNN, is Buona Forchetta. I'm Jen Morris for Lifestyle San Diego. We're taking you inside of this incredible restaurant to speak with real estate experts Mike and Jessica Wolf. We're here in South Park at Buona Forchetta, and I am with the top 1% in San Diego real estate team, Mike and Jessica Wolf. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks for having us.
So we are just blocks away from your home, the home that you are building here in South Park. You must love this neighborhood. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, right now we're sitting in our favorite restaurant in all of San Diego, but it just so happens to be in our community called South Park. We are building a house here. We've lived here for over a decade, and we're proud to call this community home.
Tell me about some of your favorite spots around here to go, maybe have a coffee or dinner.
Oh, you have Grant's Marketplace, you have Kindred, which is a great vegan restaurant right across the street. We're in the most authentic Italian place you can find in San Diego. You have great burgers at the Station Village Tavern over on Juniper. A lot of wonderful spots, or even just sitting at the park with the family and enjoying a picnic is really lovely.
I read that this restaurant is on TripAdvisor and CNN as a must-try pizzeria.
It's Zagat rated. It's been on San Diego Reader, Eater magazine. It's been documented and well awarded several times over.
And you helped me with the pronunciation, Buona Forchetta. What does that mean?
Buona Forchetta means good fork in Italian.
So South Park is up and coming. Tell me about how much it's changed in the past decade or so and all of the exciting new things that are happening in the area.
So South Park, when we've been here for just over a decade, to see the change that's happened in the last 10 years is mind-blowing. In the last couple of years, namely because of these award-winning restaurants, it's really brought people who don't know the community into South Park and like, oh my goodness, how cool is this? So these restaurants have really ramped it up. And to say it's up and coming, I think it's already there. There's a couple areas around us that are up and coming, but it's kind of the secret, no longer a secret. Now that's why that we're here today, because it's blown up so crazy in the last couple of years.
You're a mom, you both have a child together. Tell me a little bit about the family events that are happening here in South Park.
There's some wonderful activities. They do a walkabout every quarter that's really fun for the whole family. The streets liven up, the businesses open up, they have live music, they have events for kids in terms of like little arts and crafts and things like that, which is really wonderful.
Plus, they have they have also a old house fair, and they have something that's coming up on the 17th of September. It's called the Taste of South Park. So Buona Forchetta, along with like 20 other restaurants, are going to be venued throughout all of South Park. One ticket, get to be able to taste a little bit of each restaurant, a little bit what they have to offer, which is totally cool. And that's coming up on the 17th, which is, I believe, is a Saturday. But I mentioned the old house fair. One time a year, they have this whole street is blocked off with vendors, but they also open up some of the homes that are able for the visitors to come and see, to check out the character, the rich history, because we have so many of these homes that are between 80 and 100 years old that are the quintessential definition of what it means to be a craftsman home or a Spanish home or a prairie home, and it's just very, very cool. So you can get in and see what it looks like or how things were built like 100 years ago.
What do you see? You're talking about the homes here. What do you see happening with the homes? Are there a lot of renovations, remodeling, tear downs? And tell me a little bit about the housing prices in this community.
Yeah, so the majority of people that live in South Park are, what I would say they're coming into South Park are going to be your professional and younger family type of buyers. They're coming into homes that are needing to be renovated, or they're already have been renovated. A lot of times we'll see properties where you've had a owner that's lived in there their entire life, and then there's just a natural turnover. And we're seeing that turnover within a lot of homes and the community in general, and that's why it's gotten the popularity it has. Most homes in this community are between, say, 16 and 2,200 square feet, 3 and 4 bedroom homes. Your average 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot home is probably between $750 to $850. Your entry-level home in South Park is about $600,000, and you can get prices up to 1.5. Generally speaking, relative through the metro area, which is the area that we do serve, that's pretty affordable, and that's for relatively speaking. But it's a great opportunity for families that are wanting to be central, wanting to be close, want to really live in a community where they know their neighbors and their neighbors know them, and they really love living where they do. And this is a perfect example of that.
It seems like a lot of the homes are being restored to their original charm in the area, and that people that live here seem really devoted to that cause.
It's absolutely true. Bringing the rich character back and just livening up is wonderful, but they're also adding energy improvements to the home, which is great to make more modern amenities. So keeping the rich character there, but then also making the homes more efficient in terms of upgrading the systems and all that, which is wonderful.
And we should mention for the young families coming into the area, there is an award-winning charter school just down the road as well.
Yeah, I can throw a baseball to it. It's so close. It's called Albert Einstein Academy. We hope that our child can get into it. Let's hope. And that along with a couple others, McKinley, St. Augustine, the schools in the area are quality schools. They're great. They're great for families, and they also fit into what it means to be in the South Park community.
You two are an elite real estate team, as I mentioned, top 1% in San Diego. You could live anywhere in San Diego. Why did you choose South Park as your home?
It's the community that brings me here. The neighbors become your friends. It's very loving. Everyone watches out for one another. Get together for barbecues and picnics, and just the walkable, wonderful community that it is, that you can enjoy not only the outdoor, amenities that we have, the restaurants, the shops. It's very enriching and wonderful quality of life, which makes it
I
great.
completely agree with what Jessica said, and I would also say it's the centrality of South Park. Within literally a minute or two's time, we can get on any of the 5 major freeways that'll serve all of San Diego. For being in business and the business that we're in, it's super convenient. We're a $6 Uber ride to right downtown, $8 Uber ride to the airport. It's super convenient, and it's been awesome. But in the last 2 or 3 years, because of a restaurant like this, because of the bar scene, which is amazing in South Park and North Park, there's more awards in this on 30th Street corridor than I think all of Germany for the breweries. My favorite is like Modern Times and Mike Hess, but they can go toe to toe with countries in this small little node of San Diego. So like the brewery scene, the restaurant scene has really put this area on the map, and we've been lucky and fortunate to be able to watch the whole thing grow throughout.
It almost seems like you don't even need to Uber to downtown. You have it all right here.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's when people are saying, I want to live in a walkable community. I think that's what they mean. Like, we can walk out our door and with 2 minutes time, go to a yoga studio, go to 2 or 3 or 4 really, really delicious restaurants, or have a sandwich at the marketplace, or go and do our shopping at the Target Express 3 or 4 blocks down the road. So you do have it all here, and if you really need to go somewhere else, you can certainly do that as well.
You two are a husband and wife team. Tell me about how that is working together, how long you've been doing it, and how you really balance each other.
Could not be happier working and living and having a professional business with my wife. I think we balance each other out perfectly. I know it's not for everybody, but I know when I first started in real estate, it was by myself, and it did okay. But when we started working together, they have the saying, 1 + 1 is 11. It's not 2. And so our business thrived. We did so well, and we're still doing well, and every single year is better than the last. So we hope that to continue.
Something that we're both passionate about and enjoying together, and working hard to serve our customers and our clients is just really enriching and wonderful. So working.
I know that you have some great footage of a property just blocks from here, a great example of the real estate really in South Park. Tell us about this property.
This is a perfect example of what it means to be a historic craftsman. So I would love to have you check it out.
All right, let's take a look. Thank you both so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having us.
You just heard from real estate elite out of this marketplace, Mike and Jessica Wolf. I'm Jem Morris.